Okay, so there's this huge, almost invisible shift happening right now in how your customers are finding local businesses. And honestly, if you're not paying attention, you're going to get left behind. Let me just show you exactly what I mean.
So take a look at this. On the left, that's the Google you probably remember. But on the right, that's the new reality. That big box right at the top, that's Google's AI overview. And listen, it's not just some new feature. It is, for all intents and purposes, the new front door to your business.
52%. Just let that sink in for a second. That's the percentage of clicks that used to go straight to the Google Maps pack. You know, the lifeblood for so many local businesses. Well, now, that prime real estate is getting shoved down below whatever the AI says. I mean, just think about what that does to your visibility.
So, what we're looking at here is a whole new search landscape, and it's got a brand new gatekeeper, the AI overview. The big question is, how do we get past it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into.
All right, this is probably the most fundamental shift in strategy you need to understand. The old goal, right? It was just to rank on a list, get on that first page. But now, the new goal is to be cited by the AI. See the difference? It's not about just making the list anymore. It's about being chosen as the definitive answer.
And when that AI chooses your business and cites you as the source, wow, that's so much more than just visibility. It's like Google itself is giving you a powerful endorsement. This is how you build that instant credibility, how you establish yourself as the go-to authority in your space.
But the flip side is pretty harsh. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you're not the one being cited, you get pushed so far down the page, you become, well, effectively invisible, especially to those high-intent customers who are ready to buy. The stakes? They've literally never been higher. Okay, so the goal is crystal clear. We need to get cited by the AI. So, how in the world do we actually do that? Let's talk about it. The solution, and this is key, isn't about tweaking a few keywords on your website anymore. That's old school thinking. It's about a much, much bigger idea. You have to build an entity, not just a website. This is the core strategic response we all need to adopt in this new AI-first world. So what is a digital entity? Think of it like this. It's your business's entire verified digital footprint. It's the sum of all the signals from all over the web on all these different authoritative platforms that prove to the AI that you are legit, that you're a trustworthy authority.
Okay, so to decide who to trust, the AI basically has this internal checklist it's running through. It's looking for things like verifiable authority, signals from places like the Better Business Bureau. It's looking for structured, factual content that it can easily understand. It wants answers that actually match real, conversational questions people ask. It's checking for broad brand visibility. Are you everywhere? And of course, it's looking at the positive sentiment and diversity in your reviews.
All right, so we know the goal, which is to get cited. Now let's get into the solution. This is the practical, hands-on strategy for actually building a digital entity that the AI is going to trust. Now, here's a concept that might feel a little weird at first. Your newest, and I would argue your most important audience, is an AI. Yeah, you have to start creating content that's specifically designed for an algorithm to eat up, to understand, and to reuse.
And what that means is we have to stop thinking in terms of, one-off blog posts. Instead, we have to start building a true content ecosystem. Every single piece of content, a video, a press release, a slideshow, it's all got to be interconnected. Think of it like pieces of a puzzle, all working together to build this bigger, comprehensive picture of your authority.
So, what does this ecosystem actually look like in practice? Well, it's a strategic mix of different multimedia assets. We're talking about press releases to build that high-level authority, long-form videos and podcasts to really showcase your expertise, and then you have structured formats like slideshows and infographics that are just super easy for an AI to digest. But the real key here is understanding why these formats work so well. It's because an AI can literally read video and podcast transcripts. It can pull structured data points right out of a slideshow. It recognizes the authority that comes from a press release. When you use these formats, you are essentially spoon-feeding the AI the exact information it's looking for to see you as a trusted source. And for those who really want to maximize their impact, you can even layer advanced SEO strategies on top of this ecosystem. We're talking about techniques like tiered backlinking, which is basically building a whole network of links to support your main content. This can seriously amplify your authority and just make all those signals you're sending to the AI that much stronger. So there you have it. That's the strategy in a nutshell, a multimedia ecosystem. Now let's talk about the results. What can you actually expect when you put this whole thing into practice? The result of all this work, it's something we call omni-channel trust. Think about it. When you're showing up consistently and with authority across hundreds of different platforms, news sites, YouTube, podcast directories, you name it, you create this incredibly powerful, unified signal of trustworthiness. And that signal? That's exactly what these AI algorithms are built to find and reward.
This table really lays out the whole shift perfectly. But I want you to focus on that last row, the result. We're moving away from a strategy that just gives you some temporary visibility to one that can help you achieve true market dominance. That, right there, is the power of building an entity.
So you see, the prize itself has changed. It's no longer just about being found. The new grand prize is becoming the AI's endorsed authority. You want to be the business that Google's AI points to and directly recommends to its users.
Okay, so let's get to the bottom line. How do you actually become the AI's #1 choice? Let's wrap this up.
Look, as we head into 2025 and beyond, just being found on Google isn't going to cut it anymore. The businesses that are really going to thrive, the ones that will dominate their markets, are the ones that are cited, recommended, and trusted by these AI systems. It's a whole new ballgame.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about for your own strategy. Ask yourself, are you still just building a website, or are you building an authority, an entity that an AI will actually trust and recommend? Because really, the future of your business depends on that answer.